Hello, this is CG Hot Wheels. Got some brand new L-Case cars to showcase. My dad and I went out Hot Wheel hunting, spent a little time together, and we stopped at a Target out of town from us, as well as a Toys R Us, and much to our surprises, we found new cars. So without further ado, let's get started. So first off, we have the 69 Chevy Chevelle Super Sport 396 in yellow. And this is going to be the super treasure hunt of the batch, which is pretty awesome. And this beautiful Spectraflame gold, real riders, extra tampo work, the works pretty much. But the regular's nice too. I found this one at Toys R Us because the Target that I stopped at didn't have any. But I gotta keep checking just in case. Next up, we have the custom 62 Chevy pickup. Nice to see this back. I think this is a recasting because the old castings, they had the surfboard hanging from the edge of the tailgate, but now the surfboard is embedded inside the bed. So, and I don't remember it having a sunroof either. I'm not sure if this has been recasted or I don't know. I could be wrong, but I know for a fact that the surfboards used to be in the bed. They used to hang out in the bed. Now they're just inside the bed. I don't remember the sunroof though. But anywho, it is sitting on these new slicks. Check out those new street wheels. Those are so cool. They make the basic cars look so much better. I mean, this is definitely the year of the new wheel at Hot Wheels. I mean, Hot Wheels has been releasing several different new wheels, both basic wheels and premium wheels. It's so nice that Hot Wheels is finally, getting in the, catching up with the times and just modernizing their wheels because a lot of their wheels are just very dated. So it's nice to see a change. But unfortunately, this car suffers from these really tacky Trapezoid 5 wheels, and it's France's take on an exotic car. It's the Renault Sport RS01 in a bright blue with a hideous orange base. I don't like that. Looks like Miami Dolphins colors. But, I mean, overall, I like the car, but the wheels and the base, no thanks. What are you gonna do? And these are all K-case remnants. These what I like to do on my pegboards is whenever a new batch comes out, like I found today, I'll take the old cars in the very front off, rotate them, and then put the new cars in their place. That's to me the most nostalgic part of this series is taking the old cars off, rotating them, putting them away, and then replacing them with the new ones. I've always loved that. I've always enjoyed doing that. And I was finally able to do that today after over a month of not finding anything. Because there seems to be a serious distribution problem or some kind of drought that Publix is under, because usually by now, this is when the cars come in, but not a sign. But anyway, back to L-Case. And what's very ironic about this batch, check this out. We have 3 different Camaros in the same batch. That's a little ironic, huh? I mean, we have the 81 Camaro, which is nice to have back because we had a couple of releases in 2012, the first one being in gray and the second one being in red. And then recently it was in the Walmart exclusive Camaro 50 series in the olive green, which is my favorite out of the whole Camaro set. But now we have it back in the main line after a few years of disappearance. So that's pretty nice to have back. And it's featured in this metallic baby blue with blue and white striping. Blue tint windows. That's a little tacky, but Hot Wheels has always done that. So at this point, I'm just used to it. And then we have the Chevy Camaro Special Edition in orange. It's a recolor as opposed to the black. The black one is definitely better, but hey, I mean, orange is fine. I'll take it. And then the 016 Chevy Camaro Super Sport in white, as opposed to the gray version. So that's pretty cool. And next up, we have another recolor, the 68 Dodge Dart in metallic copper, as opposed to the purple one. And just like the Camaro Special Edition, the purple one was definitely better, but copper is nice too, especially on a Mopar like this. And surprisingly enough, I even managed to find the Target exclusive recolors. So if you don't know about this, starting this year, Target has been releasing exclusive colors just like Walmart. Because Walmart has their Zamax as their exclusive colors, but now Target is releasing a set of exclusive colors in their colors, red and white. So it's really nice. They're released every 2 or 3 batches, just like Zamax. Every 3 batches, a new set of Zamax come out, starting with E case, and then G case, J case, L case, P case, and then it starts all over again. So same thing with Target. So these are pretty cool. So we got the 015 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. That's with a full name, but I'm guessing the reason why they don't put Hellcat on the label is Hellcat has the word hell in it, and that could be considered as a curse word for kids. So they want to keep it family friendly, so they just keep the name out. But car guys know, especially with that badge on the front quarter, it's a Hellcat. So I'll still call it the Hellcat no matter what. So next up we have the 68 Chevy Nova, which is probably going to be the most sought after piece because it's a nice classic muscle car and a really nice livery, white with red flames. Very good color combo. Thankfully Target's colors are modest, so it makes for a great color on a car. So, and they even have their own series, Red Edition, because they don't have collector numbers like every other blister. See that? So, that's it. Next up, we have another recolor. We have the 016 Ford GT Race in white with a blue base. The blue one is definitely a lot better, but white is also very nice. With the blue base, it's alright. Same thing with the blue tint. It's the same thing, just like with the Camaro. It's like, but like I said, I don't know. I'm used to it because Hot Wheels has been doing this for years, ever way before I was born. Another recolor, we have the 1990 Acura NSX in black, which definitely beats the yellow version. That's really sweet. And last but not least, my favorite, and a lot of people's favorite. It's a brand new casting, and this will definitely be on my top 5 favorite new castings of the year. The 015 Mercedes-Benz AMG GT. Check that baby out. Isn't she sweet? Look at that. Isn't that sweetie sweet for the sweets? I love the execution and the proportions and the detail. It's just spot on. And look at that front end. Got the headlights detail, the grille, the 2 Mercedes-Benz emblems, the lower grills, the lower air dam. You have the side mirrors, the tail lights, the badging. It's just so nice. And the way I look at it, if you swap the wheels off and put Matchbox wheels on it, it would fly. Because it looks so much like a Matchbox car. It looks too good to be a Hot Wheel. It is so nice. And I'm so glad to see Mercedes-Benz back at Mattel. That's pretty awesome. And both Hot Wheels and Matchbox are taking full advantage of it. I mean, this is a good example. Matchbox has their G63 6x6 that I did find, and then they brought back the CLS 500, and they'll probably bring back the SL55 AMG, and maybe even the SUV from the late 90s. I forget the name of it. like M350 or something. I don't know. And then Hot Wheels has this out, the SLS AMG. And then in the Car Culture series, we have the 190E, what is it? The 190E Mach 12 or something like that. Early 90s sleeper performance car from Mercedes with the big spoiler in the back. Typically released in black. I think that was the only color, actually. But, yeah, so they're taking full advantage of their licensing back from Mercedes-Benz. So that's pretty sweet. And those wheels too, they are nice. The Y5s are an older wheel. They've been around since the early 2000s, but they suit this car very well. And that pearl yellow, very nice. I'm very satisfied with this one. And I found two of them, of course. I'm going to get two of my favorites by instinct. And then I'm going to show you a few cars that I got at a thrift shop. Check these out. Aren't those sweetie sweet as well? Got some model cars, display cars. Starting out with this one. This is, believe it or not, a Matchbox. This is a 1950, what year is it? It's a Chevy 3100, I know that, but it's 1957. Yeah, look at that. Matchbox. 1/43 scale. Look how detailed that chassis is. Look at that. The transmission tunnel, the exhaust, the gas pan. It's just it's all painted and detailed. It looks really nice. I'm very impressed. I didn't think this was a Matchbox. I thought this was like a Franklin Mint or something. No opening. Oh, actually, no, it does have an opening feature. Has an opening tailgate. Look at that. It's supposed to look like wood, a wood bed liner. It's got the tail lights detailed back there, the tiny tail lights. It's a step side. And the front end, of course, is all nice and detailed. It's very heavy too. If you hold it in person, it's actually, it has a little bit of weight to it. It's nice. That shows how well built it is. The doors and the hood don't open, but it's just a really nice display piece. And it's in great shape. The only thing that's really wrong with it is there's a chunk of paint missing on the side of the tailgate, right next to the tail light. That's it. So overall, it's in great shape. And then these three cars. I'm not sure what brand this is, but they are really nice. So we have the 1958 Chevy Corvette, first generation, the C1. Look how nice that is. The only thing I don't like about it, though, the roof and the windshield look a little too raked. They look too sloped a little bit. I mean, they had a sloping roof and windshield, but to me, it just looks too raked. But still, overall, it's really nice. Then we have the 1949 Cadillac Coupe de Ville convertible. And look at that. There's the interior. Very cool. And then my favorite, the 1956 Ford Thunderbird convertible. Look at that beauty. Isn't that classy? And the interior is two-tone black and red with, I see it's got the white window cranks, the spare tire. It's so nice. So there you have it. So all of these obviously were found at Target. I did find the Chevelle at Toys R Us. Because the Target didn't have Chevelles. So that obviously meant someone went through it before I did. But they were nice enough to leave pretty much all the rest of the cars I was looking for, especially the AMG. So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, wait a minute. I also found the new Exotics 5-pack. I've been looking for this everywhere. Ever since I found out about it a couple months ago, I've been on the lookout for this. I've been checking the 5-pack section, which I don't normally do, for the past 2 or 3 months, ever since I found out that they were releasing this. So we got the Pagani Huayra in copper, the Aston Martin DBS in a metallic purple. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. The Lamborghini Huracan in red. Not crazy about the wheel choice. I don't know why they didn't stick with the PR5s like normal, but oh well. The Porsche Carrera GT in metallic blue. Pretty cool, nice and simple, clean. Got some stripes on it, but that's modest. And then the hard to see Lamborghini Aventador J in green. That's pretty cool. I mean, a lot of repeats because the Huayra, the DBS, and the Carrera are known to be, or no, actually, and the Aventador J have all been released in 5-packs before. The only non-repeat is the Huracan because that's a newer casting. So that's a little bit of a disappointment because there are so many exotic cars from Hot Wheels that they made over the last few years, but yet they use the same old castings. I just don't get it. I don't know what goes through their heads when they decide what to execute. It's just like, I mean, add some variety. I mean, that's what we're all demanding in the first place, so why not just take our word? But anyway, that's it. I'm rambling. So there you have it. Brand new L case. Check your targets. Look for the Target exclusives. There are 3 of them, but the other one is a fantasy car. I don't care for it, so I just got the 2 muscle cars. So take care and happy collecting.